and welcome to my channel, Overcoming Gluttony. My name is Alicia and I used to weigh 327 pounds. I currently weigh 261 pounds, and today, as promised, we are planting microgreens. Woohoo! So, microgreens are essentially baby versions of the fuller plant, whether it be asparagus, lettuce, flowers, whatever. So we are essentially going to be planting some seeds that we intend to eat before they reach the full maturity. For example, I'm planting organic microgreen seeds. You could be planting collard greens, or radishes, or broccoli, or sunflower, whatever. I intend to start eating these seeds not when they fully develop, but rather 7 days after I plant them, while they are still micro greens. So, as I explained to you all before, you can use any type of a dish, whether it be a fancy planting pot or a inexpensive takeout dish, that as long as it's 2 inches in depth and as long as you can burn or poke a hole through the bottom for drainage. So I got these dishes from this one from the dollar store, 2 for $1, and I just burned a hole in the bottom. I prefer to use clear dishes like this plastic one so that I can see the roots. I think that's really neat and scientific-y. So, I like to plant organic fenugreek microgreens because I drink fenugreek water to help my hair stay healthier. Here's an example of some fenugreek water. I rinse off the fenugreek seeds and then I put them in some water and let it soak for anywhere from 6 hours to 24 hours. And I find that by drinking this type of water, not only does it cause more hair on my scalp to grow, but it also thickens my hair at the ends, and it reduces my hair shedding by 50%. So, yeah, I like to do that. And since I throw away the seeds so often, I figure, hey, why not sprout them and grow them? So today I'm going to be planting 2 different bowls of organic fenugreek seeds. So I went online and I bought some fenugreek seeds. You can feel free to buy them from any vendor that you want, and they came to me in the mail. You can buy seeds at a home improvement store, at some natural food places, wherever they sell seeds, at nurseries, wherever there are seeds to be sold. So I filled up my container with some organic soil. The reason why I prefer to use organic soil is because non-organic soil is treated with chemicals that I don't want in my body, whereas organic soil has pesticides that are natural, like neem oil or diatomaceous earth or some other stuff. I really don't know the facts, but it's natural. So I have my soil, I have my container. Insider tip: I prefer to keep my soil very wet when I first plant it. It should be wet like mud. Why? Because I've noticed from experience that when the soil is wet, my seeds tend to sprout and root much faster than on dry soil. So I actually have the soil soaking to the point to where there's water coming out, and it should be muddy all throughout. Like you see how it's darker right here but lighter right here. That's because water has not gotten there. So I need to add some water to where it's all wet all down throughout here, because that helps my seeds grow faster. So here is one bowl of seeds, and I only put a layer of seeds across. I don't want to overcrowd it too much, because then you'll get a big old fro of microgreens just. But if that's what you like, you can do that. I prefer, I like it to look full, but if you overcrowd the seeds, from my experience, some of them will die because they're fighting for space, and the ones that don't win that fight end up shriveling up and dying because they can't reach for the soil because the other ones that are by it got the soil. So this is this set. And now I have this set of seeds, which is dripping a little bit. These are the seeds that I actually soaked for 6 hours and harvested that fenugreek water from. I highly recommend that if you do decide to soak your seeds, it's optional. Some say that it helps your microgreens germinate faster. I don't know if that's true or not. But if you do decide to soak your seeds, one thing I do know is true is you need to rinse them off. You don't have to rinse them after you soak them, but I highly recommend that you rinse them after you soak them, because that causes your seeds to grow up straight. Like they grow up straight like this. And if you don't rinse them off, they go up kind of like this. So having them grow up straight makes them look nicer and more uniform. And if you don't rinse them off, then they'll look like this. That has been from my experience. So I'm going to put these seeds in here and have a nice layer. These seeds are thicker than the other ones, the non-soaked seeds, because the non-soaked seeds did not absorb water and get all fat and bloated like these seeds did. I have some extras. I'll probably soak these some more and drink the water from that. And because these are the soaked seeds, I'm going to label them, and I will update you with the progress of the difference between the seeds that soaked and the difference between the seeds that didn't soak. So now what needs to be done is I need to put a layer of soil across these seeds right here that are happily dripping. And here is my layer of soil that I'm going to add. It can be, please make it just a very thin layer. It doesn't even have to be an inch thick, because your seeds are going to start sprouting up, and they mostly need their soil down here to root and grab hold and suck nutrients that it's going to give you when you eat the microgreens. It needs soil more so down here than it does up here, because when they push up, they're going to push up the soil, and then the soil is just going to fall wherever you have these located, whether it be your windowsill or a book shelf or whatever. So I put a very thin layer, like maybe a quarter or an eighth of an inch of soil, just a little thin top layer of soil right here. Now I'm going to re-wet these to the point to where water does come out of the drainage hole. I'm going to allow it to fully drain in my sink so that when I transfer it to a dark spot, it won't drain and mess up my furniture or anything like that. So let's add another layer of soil to the other set that we have. I just kind of make a little mountain in the middle, and then I will spread it around. And let me let you know, it is 10:26 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you are planting with me, you got some dedication. Thank you for watching this on Monday, as I said I would do. Chances are you might watch this tomorrow on Tuesday, but yeah, thank you for your dedication for being here. So here is the second set of seeds that haven't been soaked. I'm going to wet these and make sure that there's enough water that I wet it to where it's coming out of the drainage hole. Let it fully drain. Then we're going to transfer it to a dark spot. Now, other people that grow microgreens do recommend that you cover it with a sheet of paper or even some plastic saran wrap. I don't find that necessary, and when I've done that, I experience mold, so I choose not to do it. I just leave it uncovered. I put it in a dark spot behind my door. That way the sun, when it's hitting my room, the door blocks it. We're going to keep these in a dark spot while they're germinating for 3 days, and we're going to water them twice a day. The way that we water these for those 3 days and here on out as we have the microgreens is we water it to the point to where water comes out the drainage hole. That should be sufficient. It's very important to continuously water these twice a day because that water is helping these newborn microgreen seeds or seeds to thrive and stay upstanding, if you will, and be nice and erect. So there have been times where I've only watered them once a day and it was okay, but I recommend that you don't do that too consistently because then they'll start dropping and falling over and all that stuff. So we're going to put these in a dark spot for 3 days and water them twice a day, preferably in the morning and at night. And I will be updating you on the progress of these seeds as days pass. Also, I intend to eat my microgreens in 7 days when they're big and leafy. You can eat them when they're sprouting, but I do not like the taste of that. So I'll be eating these in 7 days. If you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, feel free to put them in the comment box and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. And now we got us some microgreens so that we can have fresh nutrition at our fingertips. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.